Hello, Morris, Miss Baig here, and welcome to this history lesson. This is lesson number 7, and today is the 14th of January 2021. Our learning objective for this lesson is, can I explain what order a biography is written in? So, we are going to be carrying on from yesterday's lesson, and we'll be looking at ordering events in chronological order. But first, talk to your Teddy. What is chronological order? Fantastic. It's ordering key events from oldest to newest. Well done for remembering. Great job. Give yourself a pat on the back. Well done, Morris. Okay, we are now going to be playing a true or false game based on Neil Armstrong's life. So just how we do in Morris class, we're going to do the little shuffle. Okay, so no running, even though you are in your own house, you're not in school, but still no running in case you do fall over and hurt yourself. So you're going to shuffle. So on this side, we have false. Okay, so this is your left because you're looking at me that way. So on your left-hand side, it's false. And on your right-hand side, it's true. Hang on. Wait there with me for 1 minute. I'm going to put it on the back of the wall so you can have a look. Hang on, I'm going to pause this. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back, Morris. And as you can see, I've got false on this side and I've got true on this side. And if you're unsure, stay in the middle. Let's begin. And I'll give you a hint. Our game is based on Neil Armstrong's life. So I will be asking you questions about Neil Armstrong's life and about the timeline, some of the key events on the timeline that we did yesterday. So you might want to check through your timeline very, very quickly. If you're feeling confident, let's begin. So bear with me. Ooh, true or false? Get ready. So standing up. Remember, if you think the answer is false, you shuffle to the left-hand side. And if you think it's true, you shuffle to the right-hand side. Question or statement, I should say, statement number 1, because it's not a question, it's a true or false, so it's a statement. I can't even see that. I think it's born. It must be born. Right. Neil Armstrong was born in 1930. True or false? Make your choice. Remember, if you're unsure, stay in the middle. Dun, 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 dun. The answer is true. Fantastic. The answer is true. Well done. Right, back to the middle, guys. Next one. From a very young age, Neil Armstrong had a passion for flying. That means that he just really loved flying. Is that true or is that? You make your choice. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Oh, let's reveal the answer. The answer is dun, 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 dun. It's true. Well done. If you didn't get it right, that's okay as well. And remember, if you're unsure, you can stay in the middle. There's no shame. Okay, so because sometimes even I'm unsure about things. So next one. Back in the middle, everybody. Okay. So by his 15th birthday, he had become a licensed pilot. So remember we were talking about yesterday that some people, everybody has to take a driving test. They have to do practices and they have to pass a test and then they are awarded a driving license. So the same. So for pilots, they have to go through a flying test and then they're awarded a pilot license. So was it on his 15th birthday he had become a licensed pilot? True or false? Make your move, guys. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And the answer is da, 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 false. By his 16th birthday. By his 16th birthday. Okay, 15's a little young to become a pilot. Goodness me. Right. Next one. Get ready. Okay. Neil Armstrong served in the Korean War in 1950. Neil Armstrong served in the Korean War in 1950. And for those children who have the timelines right in front of them and are just looking at the answers, may I please ask you to flip it over, because that's cheating. We're not cheaters in Morris class, we're super learners and we have a good moral compass. So turn it over, no cheating. Off you go, guys. Is it true or is it false? Go, go, go. Dun, 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 dun. The answer is that was true. Neil Armstrong did serve in the Korean War in 1950. Just a little side note, Morris class. How do you think my presenting skills are? Am I up to scratch? Could I now become like a CBeebies presenter or something? Yes or no? No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'm only doing this for my lovely Morris class. Okay, next. Neil Armstrong joined the space program in 1970. So the space program is NASA, basically. Neil Armstrong joined the space program in 1970. Is that true or false? Make your decision. Think about this one. Revealing the answer in. False! Neil Armstrong joined the space program in 1962. Okay, next one. Back in the middle. Okie dokie. Neil Armstrong commanded, so remember that was led, like Mrs. Bowen is the commander, is the boss of our school. So just like that, was Neil Armstrong the boss of the spacecraft named Diamond 8? Neil Armstrong commanded the spacecraft named Diamond 8. Is that true or is that false? Oh, it's a bit of a tricky one. In 3, 2, 1, the answer is false. Neil Armstrong commanded a spacecraft called or named Gemini 8. Gemini 8. Gemini 8. Well done. Okay, back to the middle. Next one, Morris. I can see some people are being honest and staying in the middle as well. So well done to you guys who are staying in the middle. If you're not sure, that's absolutely fine. But try your best, even if you have to guess. Okay, Neil Armstrong completed his degree in 1955. From his aeronautical engineering degree from Purdue University. Did he complete that degree in 1955? Is that statement true or is that statement false? Go to the right side of the room, Morris. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Okay, revealing the answer, and the answer is that is true. Well done, everybody. Okay, back in the middle, back in the middle. Right, next one. I wonder what it's going to be. Okay, Neil Armstrong was the first man to set foot on the moon in 1979. Was that the year? I don't know. Is that true or is that false? Your choice. Think about this one. Neil Armstrong was the first man to set on the moon in 1979. Is that the correct date? Is that true or is that false? Make your decision. Go, go, go. Okay, let's see if that is correct. Is that true or is that false? False! He set foot on the moon in 1969. 69. Now, quick little maths question in there. What is the difference? What is 1979 take away 1969? What is the answer? Quick, quick, quick! Well done, 10. It's 10 years apart, those two dates. Right, next one, get ready. Okay, it took 3 days to travel to the moon from Earth during the Apollo 11 mission. So remember we spoke about this yesterday in yesterday's video. It took 3 days to travel to the moon from Earth during the Apollo 11 mission. Is that true or is that false? Make your decision. Ooh, and the answer is dun, 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 dun. True. Well done, everybody. It did indeed take 3 whole days to travel to the moon. Wow. Okay, next one. Neil Armstrong died on August 25th, 2020. So that's last year. Neil Armstrong died on August 25th, 2020. Is that true or is that false? Please make your decision and go to the right side of the room. Go, go, go. Okay, and the answer for this one is false. Neil Armstrong died on August 25th, 2012. Okay, so well done, Morris class. We have come to the end of the game. Thank you so much for joining in the game with me. Pat yourselves on the back. It's a very, very quick reminder of Neil Armstrong's life. And now I'm going to share my screen and go back to our history lesson. Okay, so hopefully it's gone back to the right screen. If not, I'll have to record this video again. So I will only find out once I watch it back. So there we go. Right. We are now going to discuss what a biography is and pay close attention to the order that they are written in. Okay? Now, a biography is a descriptive book based on a real person's life. So it basically describes, a biography describes a person's real life, all of the key events that happened in a real person's life. So it's not a made up character, it's non-fiction. Okay, this is a copy of a biography written by James R. Hansen on the life of Neil Armstrong. Talk to your Teddy. Why do you think people choose to write biographies? So what do you think came into James R. Hansen's mind? And he woke up one day and he said, right, I'm going to write a biography on Neil Armstrong's life. I'm going to write everything about him that is happened in his real life. Why do you think? Not just James R. Hansen, but why do you think people choose to write biographies? Talk to your Teddy. Okay, some really good examples there and some really good ideas being shared there with your teddies. Thank you so much for sharing. So some people choose to write biographies because there are important people, like for example, Neil Armstrong was a very, very important figure. He was the first man to step on the moon. So people who he passed away in 2012 and people may not have known about him. So you, for example, you guys were probably born in, now I'm going to have to do my maths, 2014 or thereabout, 2013, 2014. So Neil Armstrong had already passed away before you were born. So you may not, so you could look on the internet and find articles about his life and you want to get to know him and why he was so special and an important figure. But you could also read his biography and it's written in chronological order. Well done. So if you would like to know everything about Neil Armstrong's life, you could read a biography. Okay, so remember, a biography is written in oldest to newest key events. It's very, very similar to a timeline, but it's written in words within a book. So yesterday, when you completed your timeline activity, you just wrote born in and then key date. So a biography is in the exact same order, in chronological order, but it gives you more, it's more descriptive. It describes the events more. It might talk about, for example, just not Neil Armstrong was born in 1930. It might describe the town. It might describe the hospital. It might describe the experience, his parents felt as he was being born, as his parents were giving birth to him, or mum was giving birth to him. So all of this kind of experience and who was there and what presents he got and the baby shower and all of this information may be in a biography. So you can trust that all of the information written in a biography, it must be checked to see that everything that is written in the biography is true and factual, that it actually did happen. Okay, otherwise biographies cannot be published because they are publicizing or they are sharing information that is incorrect. and that is not very nice. It's a bit similar to lying, for example. So it's everything that is written in a biography is truthful. It's the truth. Okie dokie. Now, in today's lesson, other than our lovely true or false game, which I'm sure everybody enjoyed, we are going to be planning our very own biography based on Neil Armstrong's life. We will be using our timeline from our last lesson to help us plan. Okay, first, let's recap all of the key events that took place in Neil Armstrong's life. So, he was born in 1930. He became a licensed pilot on his 16th birthday in 1947. He served in the Korean War in 1950. He completed his aeronautical degree from Purdue University in 1955. And his first space flight was in 1966, and he commanded the Gemini 8. He joined the space program, what is it actually called? No, it's not called the International Space Program. Never mind. He joined the space program in 1962. Oh, oops, oopsie daisy. Right. He set foot on the moon in July 1969. He walked on the moon. He died, very, very sadly, on August 25th, 2012. And even we could put in, which is not on this screen, but you could put in his most famous quote, which was, who remembers? Have a good think. Well done. It was one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Well done, Morris. You have some very good memory. Okay, now, all that we are doing in today's lesson, we are just going to be creating the actual book, the pages. We're not doing any writing, we're just creating the book. So I have some pieces of paper in front of me. I'm first going to show you challenge 1. So this is what you will need. You will need an A4 piece of paper. Okay, it says plain there. I didn't actually have plain, so I've got lined. But if you have plain, use plain. If you don't have plain, you don't, then you can just use lined. Or if you have coloured pieces of paper, that would work as well. That would actually make it a bit more exciting. So if you have completed challenge 1 in yesterday's lesson, then you will need 3 pieces of paper, just like this. I'm going to show you. Sorry, there's a bit of rustling. 3 pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3. Now, what you are going to do is you are going to, actually, let me make myself a bit bigger so you can see me. You can all see me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Nice and big so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let me make it a bit bigger. Oh dear, I don't think I think that's the biggest it goes. Yes, that's the biggest it goes. Okay, you can all see me. Right. I'm going to make sure that, well, actually, I'll just stop share. There we go. Yay, now I'm nice and big. Okay, you are going to make sure that all corners are nice and equal. So you're going to do this. Nice and equal. Then you are going to fold them in half. So remember, now I would like the corners to be touching. So those are touching. That's nice and neat and equal. And these are touching over here. I don't want it to be like this and then you just fold it in half, because that's not equal or the same. Well done. So I'm going to do it just like this, nice and straight, and then I'm going to put it down on my table, nice and flat, and I'm going to just run my thumb across it. I'm just going to run my thumb across it like this. There we go. Now, when you open your book, because I know a lot of children get confused at this point, when you open your book, you open the covers from right to left. So your book will open like this. Okay, now in the middle, if you have a stapler at home, then you could staple over here so the pages don't run away. If you do not have a stapler, that's absolutely fine. You could use sellotape. So you could open it up, put one big piece of sellotape here, and then carry on and then sellotape each page. If you have a stapler, use a stapler. If you don't have a sellotape, use sellotape. If you don't have those things, that's absolutely fine as well. Now, let me put this a bit back. Once you have your book like this and it's the right way round, at the top, you are going to do the front cover. Now I'm going to show you. I need to go back into share screen. So I need to show you what it needs to look like. So this is what a good one looks like. So I've got Neil Armstrong, so the title at the top, so we know that who the book is about. Then I've got a picture of him, a really large picture of when he landed on the moon, because that's the most special moment in his entire career and his whole life. He was the first man on the moon. And underneath, I've written by Miss Baig, because I'm the one who is writing this book. But you're not going to write by Miss Baig, because you guys aren't Miss Baig. You're going to write your own first name and last name. Okay? So for example, if your name was John Smith, for example, we don't have any John Smith in our year group. So you would write by John Smith. Okay? Once you've decorated your front cover and you've made it as pretty or as nice as it's up to you, this is your biography that you're writing on Neil Armstrong's life, so it's entirely up to you how you choose to decorate it. That is all that we are going to do for today's lesson. In tomorrow's lesson, so we're going to spend 2 days, 2 further lessons completing this biography. We're not going to be writing it all in one session because that would be a little bit unfair and you guys would be sitting there for absolutely ages, which is not what we want you to do. So we are going to do half and half. Now, that was for challenge 1. You need 3 pieces of paper. If you did challenge 2 and 3, you will need 5 pieces of paper altogether. 5 pieces of paper all together. So I had 3 here, and these were 3, and I've got 2 more. 3 and 2 is 5, and I'm going to do the exact same. I'm going to put them nice and neat. I'm going to do my little make sure they're all nice and straight, and then I'm going to fold it in half for challenge 2s and 3s, and the exact same. Your book will open from right to left. Your page will open from right to left like this. Same thing for challenge 2 and 3. Use a stapler or sellotape, and if you don't have any of those things, that's absolutely fine because you're going to number your pages. So even if they do get a bit muddled up, you can always order it back from 1 and going further on. So thank you very much for joining me for this history lesson. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in our next one. Take care, Morris class. See you soon. Bye.